Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, 2016 is coming to an end, thank God, finally. This year, I would say for me, has been a direct half of good and bad. Good as I traveled a whole bunch and I had a lot of new experiences, but bad as far as all my jobs sucked except for like one or two. A lot of people died. It was just awful in that sense. But this video is not about that stuff. It's about all the good. It's about all the trips I had and all the little things in between. So I'm going to share some of my stories again, and I'm going to link somewhere on the screen all the videos that I made over the year of those vlogs, if there is one, or maybe I'll throw in a clip or two. I don't know. Let's just go for it. Alright, 2016, go! I apologize in advance for these bangs. I just got them trimmed recently, and they're just a mess, so they're gonna be here. So the first thing that was kind of cool of the year was VisionCon. It was a convention down in Springfield, and that's where I debuted BB-8, and my friend was Kylo Ren, and my other friend was Rey, and it was so cool. And like the moment we stepped into the convention, everyone like stopped and asked us for a picture. We were stuck in a corner for like 45 minutes just because people kept coming up wanting to get a picture of us, and that's never happened before. So we were just very ecstatic about that, and that was so nice of everyone. Everyone at that con was so nice. Like, we went to the masquerade at the end of the night on the first day we were there, and afterwards this really nice photographer girl came up and like was talking to me for a long time. And it just, everyone was so nice. They were so nice, and I don't know if it helped because I was BB-8, but I think they still would have been nice even if I was BB-8. The next cool thing was Pentatonix. I saw them in concert for the 5th time ever at a nearby arena, and oh my god. So when buying the tickets, I was like, $72, I'll get the good seats, it'll be great. And the tickets were like, I don't know, the front area. And I was like, that's fine, I don't know where that is, but that's great. Turns out when we walked down, we were in the pit. Me and Ashley were front and center, like couldn't like touch them, but we were so close and we got the best pictures of our entire lives at a concert. It was so good. Scott waved to me. Yes, here's the clip of that now. That concert really just changed my life. I don't know, I love Pentatonix, and obviously it's my 5th time seeing them, and I've decided that the next time I see them live in concert, I will buy a meet and greet pass because it's time. So yeah, and Mitch was awesome, and I got this great picture of him like looking at my camera. Oh god, and it was Avi's birthday and we sang him happy birthday. Oh, it was so cool. A week after the Pentatonix concert, because I don't know, it just turned out that way, I went to Playlist Live. What? That was like one of the biggest things of this entire year. I never thought I would ever get to go to any sort of YouTube convention, but here we are in 2016. I went by myself with my mom. She just stayed at the hotel and did all that stuff during the day, but I went around the con by myself, and the vlog that I did for that really wasn't a vlog, but I'm gonna link it anyways. I met so many cool people, and one of the highlights of that convention was Mitchell Davis. I met him, and I was like, I showed him my pictures of the Red cosplay that I have, and he is like, I have those saved to my desktop. Whew, like, it still is one of the greatest things ever. I met so many nice people at that convention, like not just the creators, like actual nice people when I was waiting in lines for things. Oh god, it was so cool. And I actually really liked being by myself because I could just dart around whenever. Like when I saw Martin Lester, he was coming, and here I am, and there was like a crowd of people, and I was like, woo. It's fine. But if I had a person with me, they might have died. Then wouldn't you have it, 2 weeks after Playlist Live, I was in a show. I mean, I was in a show during whatever, but the show, it was on in that 2-week period. I was in Beauty and the Beast, and for the second time in my life, I was a plate and / villager, whatever. My one line was, "Is he dangerous?" Whatever, in the Mob song. It was a good time. But I loved being a plate, and I had my purple hair, and we had purple dresses, and our plates had like purple accents, and I had to wear a wig for the most of that show because, I mean, I don't know, the provincial people did not have purple hair, but it's fine. And that was really fun, and I got to do the makeup for the Beast and a few other characters, and it was really fun, and it was a good opportunity. Oh boy, I forget that this happened in 2016. I saw Tatanoff, I saw Dan and Phil in the flesh. What? There they are on my wall staring at me. They're like, "Biz, you saw us." We were in the very back row. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter. I was with Rachel and Ashley, and everything was right in the world. My hair looked bomb. I made them flower crowns, even though it didn't make it into the craft section, but that's okay. Tatanoff, I screamed so loud that the people around me were concerned. The moms around me were concerned, to which I say, do you know where you are? Do you see Tatanoff? Do you know that I love Phil Lester more than anyone in this room? The moment that I just remembered, the moment that Rachel was like, "Jenny, please," was when they came out as old men and everything, when they went to the year 20 whatever, and I screamed because I had a dream a long time ago that, like literal dream, that like I was seeing Dan and Phil on a stage and they were acting, and I was like, wow, this is my dream, because I'm a theater nerd and I just want to see people act. I don't know, it's weird, but I like to see it. And I know they had been acting the whole time in Tatanoff, but like this was really it, because they were like a character, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I screamed and Rachel was like, "Oh my god, she's dying," and I was like, "I am!" My summer sucked. It really did. I was working the whole summer at an awful job and all the people there sucked. So I was like, peace out, Boy Scout, to literally everything fun for the summer, besides Tatanoff because I was kind of in there. But went to Chicago at the end of August, middle August, whatever, and that was super fun. I went with Rachel and Ashley. We had this plan for a really long time. We were seeing Newsies, that was the reason for going, and then we found out Todrick was touring, so we were like, gotta go see him. So we ended up seeing Newsies twice, because yeah, and then we saw Todrick Hall, which, he's also staring at me on my wall from his signed poster, and I met him. What? I was wearing like a black dress and tights and all this stuff, and my makeup was like green, and I was very Wicked Witch-esque as I was going for, and I didn't even think he would ever see it. And then I met him, he told me he liked my makeup and he knew what I was going for, and I was like, ah! I love Chicago so much. I would love to live there one day, and that's really what this trip kind of like showed me, was like, I can handle myself in Chicago and I love it there. And I would love just to live with some friends in Chicago, and yep, I love the Mile. I don't like walking in it because people suck, but like, I like being there. After Chicago, a little while after, actually, I want to say like literally a week after, all of my trips just kind of happened at once, I went to Indianapolis to see Thomas Sanders. Yes, Thomas Sanders' Ultimate Storytime was happening, and that was the closest it was coming to any of us. So I had a cousin in Indianapolis, and I was like, can we stay? And she was like, yep. So Ashley and I drove there, and we saw the show, and it was really cool. And we were in the very front. I was like touching the stage. And during the misleading compliment part, he looked at me, he said it to me, and everyone was like, whoa, and it was so cool, it was very exciting, and I cried. I really did, and it was just so great, and Thomas is so nice, and when I met him, I gave him flower crowns with the YouTube and the Vine symbol on them, and our picture turned out really cute. Oh, I love him. I had also met him at Playlist Live, and we did the Schuyler Sisters pose, which is really cool, and he's just a gem. So then, the most exciting thing I would like to say of 2016 happened. So the director of Newsies, Jeff Calhoun, was holding a contest that if you donated to this charity, you would get an entry to win 4 tickets to the live filming of Newsies the Musical in Hollywood. I immediately donated, and my entry was there, I got the email saying thank you, and I was like, great. Rachel donated a billion times. She gave so much money to this charity, and I'm so proud of her, and we were like, please, 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 please. So then, one boring day, I was working at Target, didn't have any makeup on, I was just another day, I was hating my life. when my phone starts to ring in my back pocket, and I'm like, I'm at work, who's calling me? And like I check it and it's Rachel, and I'm like, she knows I'm at work, we're talking, like texting. So then I check my messages and Rachel just says, I won. What? So I step into the little clothing room or whatever, and I'm like, Rachel, what? And she won the tickets. She won the 4 tickets to the live taping. You just never hear, like, about people you know winning stuff like that. That's not, I don't know, it's just a thing that doesn't happen. So, you know, just having a little cry in the Target dressing room, it's fine as I'm working, but it's whatever. And we're immediately like, we gotta get people, blah, blah, blah. And, like, we contacted Cammie, and, like, I called her in the break room, and I was like, ah! And then she, like, visited my Target. We're in the shoe aisle, literally crying. It's a great time. But yes, so in just like a matter of less than a month from then, we would be seeing Newsies the Musical live taping with the original Broadway cast. So we immediately like started planning. It was a great time, and what ended up happening was we went to the Warner Brothers studio tour. Great. It was super cool. Learned a lot of facts. We went on the alleyway where that one scene in the Newsies movie where Jack Kelly's like doing his freestyle dance thing in Santa Fe. Then we went to Disneyland, which was, God, I haven't been to Disney in so long. I've only been to Universal, and I Disney mounted as Minnie Mouse, and everyone there called me Minnie, and it was so great. And when I met Mickey and Minnie, they were lit. And then, of course, on the Sunday was the live taping, and wow, it was so great. I met Ben Fankhauser, I got Jeremy Jordan's signature on my program. I tried to meet Andrew Keenan Bolger, but he was too fast. The actual show was really, really great, and I'm so excited for February to come, and look in the audience, you're gonna see me, because we were seated right by Jeff Calhoun, and Alan Menken, and the casting director, and the choreographer. We're there. You'll see us. So what did you know, right after LA, we had already had tickets to Newsies in Tulsa, literally less than a week from the live taping. So Rachel and I drove down to Springfield to pick up Tom, and then drove to Tulsa from there to go see Newsies, which was really cool. It would have been our last time seeing it, and we were like dead center in this no middle aisle theater in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Also, the streets of Oklahoma were empty. We were very scared, we were very concerned, but it was a nice little trip, and it was fun to spend time with Rachel and my brother, and yes. So then, by random happenstance, I went back to Chicago at the beginning of October to see Ninja Sex Party in concert. Holy crap, blew my freaking mind. Seeing Danny in person was life-changing. Seeing Aaron in person was life-changing. They all sound exactly the same as they do on their YouTube channel, and Brian was there, and Tupperware Remix Party, duh, they sang for like a billion hours. How could I forget that they were there? They sang the hit. And Rachel and I were just like, They also showed us 2 music videos that like weren't out yet, and one of them was Cool Patrol, and there was this like taller guy kind of near me, and when they were showing Cool Patrol and Mark and Jack appeared on the screen, I screamed, and the tall guy just laughed at me. Like, he didn't mind it. He was just like, this girl is having a time, and I'm gonna let her have her time, but my God. And then afterwards, we were buying merch, and like, I walked away after waiting a million years in line, and I'm like, there's a small line of people. What are they waiting to meet? Just Brian, you know, Brian, Ninja Brian's just there. And I was like, Rachel, hurry the F up, we gotta go. And then we met Brian, and that was, what? Like, I don't know. Like, of all the people, just Brian was just there. And like, he didn't even have that long of a line, and we were just like, dude, that was so cool. He was so nice. Oh my God, when I met him, he shook my hand. I completely forgot about this exchange. He shook my hand and he asked my name, and then, I was wearing my, it was a shirt that says heck yeah all over it, and he's like, I like your shirt, and I was like, thank you, it's a little mild for what you guys do, and then he laughed, and he almost broke for the camera, because like the pictures he was just doing his like stare or whatever, but oh my God, and God, he's so nice. The other exciting part of that Chicago trip was after the concert, we were like getting gas, and then somehow there was like a bunch of like nuts and bolts on the ground, and one got rammed into the tire, so we got a flat, and we had to stay the night at my mom's friend's house that we'd already stayed the night at earlier that year. and when we went to Chicago the first time, but she was totally cool with it, and I look back on that with like fond memories because I just got to spend time with everyone more, and it was just kind of an adventure, and I didn't care. For the rest of October, I went to Fright Fest a whole bunch. I didn't travel, I just frequented Six Flags a whole bunch with Ashley and Rachel, and we saw Love at First Fright 10 times. I did. I think Ashley was like 9 3/4 or something like that, but I mean, it's fine. So yeah, I saw it 10 times, have it memorized. I could be in it at any moment, but that's fine. On Halloween, Ashley and I saw Troye Sivan in concert. What? Oh my god, it was so cool. The vibe was just awesome. I wore a giraffe onesie and she wore her like pizza onesie, I think, yes, if I remember correctly. And it was super fun. We were like waiting in line and everything, and everyone was so nice, and we met these really two nice girls in front of us. And we didn't have to stand in the pit, which is great. Didn't have to be a sardine. And Troy was dressed up as like a zombie thing, and oh my god, his fashion, I just couldn't handle it. He's so tiny and he's such a good singer. I love Troye Sivan. I love carpets. Carpets are the best. Hey, hey! At the beginning of November, I went to New York. I literally went on both ends of the freaking country this year. What? Anyways, went to New York with my mom, and I saw Cats, and I saw School of Rock, and I saw Cats. I literally saw Cats again. Cats has been one of my all-time favorite shows forever, for 8 years now. I've seen the movie like 1,000 times. And after every day of school in 6th and 7th and 8th grade, pretty much, I would watch the movie. It'd just be on in the background endlessly. So the day before the trip, I had made this big status on Facebook saying how much Cats meant to me, and then, lo and behold, on the Friday we got there, my friend from middle school, messaged me, and he was like, do you have any backstage stuff? And I was like, what? No. And he's like, well, I know some people in the cast and I can get you back there. And I was like, what the actual F? I had just woken up from a nap and I was just checking my phone in the hotel, and I was like, that's a lot to throw at me, and we were about to go to Times Square, and then he let me know for sure that it was all going down when I was in M&M World, and I was like, M&M World, guess freaking what? Except not like that at all, and I couldn't believe it, and I was so nervous, and I was in the second row for the show, and all the cats looked at me through the whole show, and God, it just meant so much, and they don't know how much Cats means to me, and yet here they all are, being awesome and great. And then Mr. Mistopheles is my favorite cat and favorite song, and at the end of it they did this move, they were holding hands and they went up and the other line went under and all this stuff, and they sang to me. I know that sounds crazy, and it's not something you can experience by me telling you, but I was sitting there and they saw me, probably, they saw me go for the entire song. And they sang at that part to me. They all looked at me, all those cats and everything. And God, there's just no words to describe how much that meant to me. And then afterwards, the very sweet Christine, who plays Bomb Ballerina, took me backstage, and I got to stand on the stage, and I got to talk with her, and I got to tell her that, a billion years ago in middle school, I played Bomb Ballerina in a little talent show camp thing that I was in with Shelby, and oh gosh, it was just so nice, and she's so nice, and thank you, Zach, again for letting me do that. I don't know. God, I love cats. I also went to the Newsboy Variety Show. That was the reason for that weekend that we went, but and I got to see all the boys again. It was so great. They all sang some cool songs. The Lesses sang a song which just broke my heart in the best way, and they sang a Hello parody about food. You can watch it on YouTube. I know I have. And I recorded a whole bunch of stuff, and we had really great seats and really great food. 54 Below. I've always wanted to go there, and it's always been a dream of mine. It was just really cool that I got to see it. New York was pretty much my last trip of the year. Which is fine because look at this video so far. The only other exciting thing is I turned 22 in November. Ooh, doesn't feel much different as any age at this point in your life will. And as far as December goes, I got to work a really cool acting job where my job is literally to sing and dance on a train, and I can't ask for anything better than that. And I think that's pretty much everything super big in 2016. I'm probably forgetting something, which is tragic, but as far as I wrote down, those are all my big trips and exciting events. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope 2017 is better as far as celebrities not dying. Gosh, and I really hope everyone has a good year and a good end of year, because this year's still happening, and I hope all your holidays were really great. Hope you guys all check out Newsies the Musical in theaters, because it's gonna be really cool, and look for me in the audience. I'm on House Right. I hope you get to meet your faves in 2017. I hope you achieve your resolutions by the end of 2017. I don't really have any this upcoming year. I have like short-term goals of like, I want to organize my makeup. It's not really a resolution for the year, but it's just something I want to do. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get one. But yes, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening to me talk forever about all my trips and everything. Hopefully you'll go check out at least one of the videos I linked here. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope there is more travel in 2017. And I hope your guys' day has been going well. Thanks so much. Bye!